The crescent and gibbous phases, waxing and waning. The waxing phases are as we go from a new moon towards a full moon. Every night we're seeing more and more of the moon with the waxing phases. So if we're starting with the new moon going counterclockwise, every night we see more and more of the moon until we get all the way over here to the full moon phase. And then the light would disappear a little bit night and night every time you go out. These would be called the waning phases as the light is disappearing from the moon as we go back to the new moon here at position D. The crescent phases are always going to be up here close to the new moon, because remember, we're just seeing a little slither of light. It's like a croissant that you eat, it's that C shape to it, or the letter C is, it's just a little slither of a line there of visible light that you can see. So it's close to the new moon where you can't see anything. You're just seeing a little slither of light. And then back here would be the gibbous phases. The gibbous phases are almost a full moon. It's like the letter G is almost, let me see if I can pull my pen up here. The letter G is almost a complete circle, the capital letter G, but there's a little break at the top where it's not connected together right here. So the gibbous moons, they're almost a full moon. They're close to it, but there's a little bit of missing light back here with the gibbous. And so when you put those two together, you've got the new moon, and then this position down here would be the waxing crescent. So between C and D, or D and C, would be the waxing crescent. This would be my first quarter moon here at C, because we're 1/4 of the way around its orbit. Back here in the back, these are the gibbous phases, but because these are the waxing phases, I go from the new moon to the full moon. This is going to be my waxing gibbous. We've got our full moon here, because we can see as the sunlight is hitting this side of the moon, we see it completely lit up. So here's my full moon at B. The waning phases are the top one, so waning gibbous would be between A and B. We got our third quarter phase, because it's 3/4 of the way around its orbit. And then finally we have our waning crescent. It's waning phase here as we're coming back towards the new moon. And because it's close to a new moon, we just see that little slither of light. So this would be my crescent phase. So waning crescent would be between A and D.